guys, it's Kel. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a review of the apps that I use that are free. Now, even though I have an iPhone, I'm pretty sure you can find these apps on any Android or Google device. I will not be including any photo apps that I use to edit my pictures in this video just because this video will be way too long and I'm going to make a separate video for that. So stay tuned for my favorite photo apps, but for now, not including it in this video, guys. Go ahead and check my description box for any of the apps that I mentioned in this video so you can go and try them for yourself. I divided up each of these apps into categories, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. So let's start the video. Now the first category is finance. Yes, I know I didn't want to start this video like boring, but honestly this is boring, but it's the most important apps that you're going to use. So the first app I'm going to mention is any banking app that you have. My banking app is called Arvis, and so the cool thing about the banking app is that I can transfer money from different accounts that I have on there. I can check my balance. Now I use my banking app every day just because, honey, I need to stay on top of my money, so I always have to see like, oh, I have $2 in the bank, you know what I mean? So. Another app that goes hand in hand with my banking app is called Mint. If you click this plus button, you can actually go to create budget. Now once you create a budget, it'll actually send you notifications if you go over budget during the month. The next category that we're going to talk about is my favorite travel app. Okay, so this first app is called Ben. So if you're a frequent traveler, you can actually track your travel progress on this. Super cool. So it gives you an overview of the whole world. There's actually a world button and then United States. So if you click on United States, you can start clicking off the different states that you've been to. And your girl has been to a lot of states, you know. And so I just went to Seattle, so I will click on Washington and then press plus and look at y'all. And so look, you guys, I've been to 42% of the United States. So little pat on my back here. So if you're really serious about your travels and you want to, you know, track your progress, I would say download this app. All right, the next app we're going to talk about is my favorite flying app, and it's called Skyscanner. I really love Skyscanner because you can get some pretty freaking cheap flights on here. So if you scroll down, it'll say best deals by month, and then you can select the month that you want to travel and it'll give you the best deals. You can also type in a flight, say you want to go to a place like, let's say Denver. So Denver, all airports. So if you scroll down on the calendar here, it'll actually show you this little green dot, and that just shows you how cheap the day is. It's like best price to actually buy those flights. All right, so the first thing that pops up is this Frontier Airlines. For 2 people, it'll be $343. Pretty good deal. $172 a person. Not bad at all. So yeah, if you guys want cheap flights, I say download Skyscanner because it will save you a ton of money. The next travel app we're going to talk about is Currency. I really love this app. If you are going abroad somewhere, you're obviously going to need to know the currency of that country that you're going to. So if I want to see the currency rate, I'm going to type in $5. Now press equal. And so in euros, $5 is 4.25. British pound is 3.7. So it's 95 pesos. So yeah, it'll show you just the different currencies of each country. So if you guys are going out of the country, I say download this app because you will definitely be needing it. All right, the next app I'm going to talk about is Google Translate. So this app really helps if you are, you know, going out of the country and don't know the language and stuff. You can type in, you know, different things like how to say hello in Spanish, blah, blah, blah. Now the coolest feature about Google Translate that I can't get over still is if you press this picture button right here, it'll show you, so say there's like a sign or a menu and you don't know what it says, you can actually turn the picture thing on and it'll actually translate to you in English like what it says, which is so freaking cool. So if you're in Italy and you don't know Italian, you can just do this and you can actually read Italian. So cool. So this helps with signs or numbers or anything that you don't know how to speak in another language. This definitely comes in handy. The next app is a pretty funny app, but it saved me on a couple occasions. Now if you guys know Josh pees every 5 minutes whenever we're traveling, so I always have to keep this app on me at all times. So the next travel app I'm going to talk about is called Flush. So this app actually shows you the nearest bathrooms next to you, which is so, like, I feel like it happens to us every time we travel. Like, Josh has to go to the bathroom and like we're just scrambling and like don't know where to go. So I always keep this app on me just because it's come in like so handy like when we're traveling. I really love this app because like it's just really scary in like a new place. So yeah, it's nice to know like where to go, okay? The next travel app I have to talk about is obviously Netflix, just because if you guys don't know, you can actually download different shows or movies or whatever to your phone. Now I like this download button just because whenever we're like in the car for like hours or on a long flight, I like to keep myself occupied. Currently my favorite TV show is Glow season 2. If you guys have not seen Glow, like please go watch it. It is the bomb diggity, okay? Bomb. Now obviously you will need some room on your phone to download this, so if you don't want to do it on your phone, I suggest doing it on a laptop or a tablet, just so that you have something else to watch the stuff on. Like, guys, go binge watch. You can binge watch on the road. Alright, the next app is something that you guys probably already have, and it's Uber. This app is super cool whenever you're on the road. Anytime I'm in a big city, you know, besides New York, I like to take taxis in New York. If you're in any major city in the world, Uber comes in so handy just because like taxis are so freaking expensive. Unless it's a New York taxi, you know, I don't like taxis. I've had some pretty cool Uber stories, like maybe I'll like make a video about that. Yeah, I've had some like pretty awesome ones. So yeah, I thought I'd mention Uber. If you guys don't have it yet, to get it because Uber is pretty awesome. Alright, the next app is called Google Trips. Now, I just recently downloaded this and it's freaking awesome, guys. So what you do is you type in, where do you want to go? And let's say I want to go to Denver. I really like it because it's like a one-stop shop. Instead of me Googling all these different things to do in Denver, I could just open up this app and it shows me like the most popular places to go, the times it's open, different star ratings. Like, I really love it. Now, my favorite feature on this thing is obviously day plans, because I plan out my day like to the T, and so yeah, like this app was made for me. So yeah, it's a really cool app. If you guys like to plan your trips out and stuff like to the T like me, go ahead and download it. Alright, the next app everyone probably knows too is called Google Maps. We use this usually just to get walking directions if we're in a big city. It's a really great app to have on hand if you're lost or anything. Definitely use it. And the last travel app that we're going to talk about is this app called Countdown. Now this isn't per se like a travel app, but I like to use it because I actually track how many days until my next trip is, so I'm crazy. So if you click on this little plus here, you can actually just change times or duration until your next trip. So I really like it just because it just gets me excited for my next trip. So again, if you guys like to be like super planny with your trips, then go ahead and download that one. All right, let's move right on to learning apps. By far, my favorite learning app right now is called Duolingo. So Duolingo is a language learning app that you can basically learn, I think like up to 40 or 45 languages. The selection is pretty big. Now currently on here, I am learning Spanish, German, Italian, and French. So I like to broaden my horizons a little bit. You can sign up for updates on this thing, so every night it'll remind you whenever you're supposed to take your lesson. So I've kind of been slacking in my other lessons, but Spanish every night, you guys, I'm gonna be fluent in no time. I also have the option to test out of a lot of stuff, so that's what I did with a lot of beginner Spanish on here. I just tested out. It has different categories what you can learn. There's like family and work, emotions, fashion, travel, all that stuff. So I really, really love this app. There's actually different boards on here where you can speak in the language to like other people. I'm pretty sure they're bots. I don't think they're real people, but it's still really cool because you're still using the language. I highly recommend this app to anyone that wants to learn a language. I've learned so much, and yeah, I really love it. The next learning app is called TED. Duh, TED Talks. If you guys do not watch TED Talks, what are you doing with your life? I always feel like I have my life together whenever I watch TED Talks because I can't get enough. It's like so much knowledge. So if you go down on the bottom, you can go to Talks, Discover, Surprise Me, My TED, and then Search. So Surprise Me is something that I usually get just because it'll kind of pick a random one, and I always like it whenever they kind of pick a TED Talk for me. A lot of my research in college came from watching a lot of TED Talks. My favorite topics are probably like art, education, what else on here? Business. I really like those ones. The times that I usually listen to one of these is probably like when I'm getting ready in the morning or something. Just like inspiration, you know, like filling myself. Next category we're going to talk about is productivity and organization. So the first app I have for that is the Google Drive. Google Drive is my life because I do photo shoots on the side. I do a lot of paperwork between people. Yeah, I do a lot of emails and stuff like that. So I use Google Drive like crazy. This is how I send a lot of my clients pictures whenever I'm doing photo shoots. So if you see here, this is just a lot of, you know, pictures on the front. So what you do is you press this plus button and you can create a folder, and then you can just name it, you know, photo shoot, and create. So you go to that folder and then you press the plus button again, and then you can go upload, and then you can just upload all your pictures onto there. And then once you upload a folder, you actually have the option to invite friends. So what I do for photo shoots is I just have the person send me their email, and then I just invite them to this folder, and then they can just take the pictures from there. The next app I've probably been on like every day for the past week just because like I'm really, really obsessed with it. So it's called Trello, and it's actually like I want to say it's like a list, like vision board sort of app. What I do is I just put a lot of my video ideas on here. And so if you guys can see, I have, you know, lots of video ideas for my channel. So each board I can just kind of move each idea around. If I want to move this over here, I can, or I can move it back. Yeah, it just really depends on what you want to do. So you can actually click on here and then just add like a little description, and if you want to write the script down there, that's what I usually do. I just write the script for my video under it, so I just know what I'm doing right then. I don't have to go to an outside app. I can just do it all right here. And so once the video is done, you can check it off and just move it somewhere else, or you can just create a whole new list of all the ones that you already did. So I really, really love this app. All right, the last one is called Unroll Me, and this one is really for like emails. I get like tons and tons of emails, and so it actually just shows me all the emails that I get, and I can actually unsubscribe to them, so I quit getting emails from them. Or if you want to keep those emails, you can press keep and it'll just keep it into another folder, and yeah, it'll still have it. For those of you that have cluttery inboxes, this is for you. So my next category is like self-help apps, and my first one is called Headspace. Now Headspace is a meditation app, and I used to use this like every single day. I haven't used it for like the past couple weeks just because I started my new job, so it's been kind of busy around here. But it's really cool because you can do different types of meditation, go down to health, you can do managing anxiety or stress. There's ones for sleep, there's ones for productivity. And it's really great for beginners too. I had no idea about meditation before I started it, so if you guys have no idea about meditation or anything, just go ahead and give Headspace a download and try it for yourself. Alright, the next app is called MyFitnessPal. The really cool feature about this app is that you can track all your calories, just tracking your food. That is so essential whenever you are trying to lose weight or trying to have a healthy lifestyle. My favorite thing about this app is that it gives you like recipes and stuff, so I think that was like my favorite feature just because I really don't know like healthy things to eat, so I really like that this app provides recipes for me. And this is another app that's really good for like beginners. So yeah, if you guys are starting out with your fitness journey, definitely give this a download. I think it's really worth it. So that is it. Those are all of my favorite free apps that I use on a daily basis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have all of the apps that I mentioned linked down in the description box. If you guys aren't already, please go subscribe to my channel and turn on the little bell to get notifications whenever I upload a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!